I bend. Game time. Run it up, 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 run it up.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on. Hey.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. What's no secret, he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It could pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tnchuck. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
If we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Being chased out left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think, yeah.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. In motion left comes Williams. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to claw one back. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And we're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Carter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Right back to him on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready, break! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Ready!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Lions 45, Panthers 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. he'd take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.